Hello, hello. This is going to be a very quick tutorial on using my Holo converter and Holo creator. Let's start with the converter. It's fairly simple. We just take whatever pack we want, and we're going to load it from this here. So basically what this is doing is it's going into the pack load, and everything that's here is just in the pack, normal pack folder. So like this astromech is. You can also do this with subfolders. When setting up your model in pack, you just set up similar to how I have mine set up, where it's only using models and clips. I did not program this to work with anything else. So if you're doing it in a kind of weird way, it's probably not going to work, unfortunately. So I'd say stick with like models and clips. There's not much else that you would need in something like this, but hopefully it works as intended. Also, just if you need to change the color or material, just keep everything like that. Don't use like brightness or like angle offsets or anything like that. It's not going to work because I can't account for every single edge case, or else I'm going to go insane. So what we want to do is load up our pack. So we're just going to tell it where relative to our Gary's mod folder to load the file. So that's basically start out here, and then we want to go into the data folder. Then we want to go into the pack3 folder, and then grab the txt file, slap it in there. So data, pack3, and then the actual file, and make sure you include txt at the end, otherwise it's going to break. Once you have that, just slap this bad boy down. Take a second to think, and you can jump over to your sf underscore file data. So right here, well, probably closer for you, but you want to find your sf underscore file data folder, open her up, go to PAC to Starfall, and right there you can see file we just changed. There's all of our Holo data, right? This is serialized, so just, Vaughn serialize. And this is using bug standard of this, essentially. This is just so that way it's easier. Moving over to the Holo creator, the first line we want to look at is this. So if you are trying to use stuff that you've already converted, like we just did, this is what you want to do. And this is relative to your starfall underscore file data folder. So for us, we want to load what we just made, which is the converted pack. If you do not have that and you just have raw, like bug standard Holo data, just replace this empty table with your Holo data table, and it should work fine. But you will have to run this function here. You'll have to run it separately, because if I were to put it here, it would run twice if you are loading files and also the creation table thing. So just to make it, a little simpler, I didn't include that, but it's just as simple as doing this right here on line 15. So take that, I'm just gonna load her up, slap it down, thinks for a second, boom. You got your file opened up, got your holograms, and he's ready to be messed with in whatever way you can code it to be. We want to show you this working with other files, so let me quickly copy this prop ID. Before I had to use PAC to E2, which is what the old version of this was. Not as good, but load this up, then change that to that. Bam, we're back. Okay. This is going to be our subject. And then let me just take a look here. So it's PAC to E2 Oblivion drone. So that's pretty easy. Go here. Go here. And then we want to do PAC txt. Let me just double check I got that spelling right. Yes, I did. So PAC to E2 Oblivion Drone. Gonna slap it down. Oh. I think I fucked something up. I fucked something up. I think I misspelled it. Oh, Oblivion Drone V1. I forgot to write that. So if it's not exact, it'll break. But that's alright. Slap it down, it hopefully works. Yep. And then just want to copy this. Stick it here. Bam. Look at that. Big boy. So yeah, it's pretty easy to use. I do not have like an auto hologram loader set up for this because I feel like that's a bit much. So I apologize for the extra steps. I'm sure you could figure out how to code one. It's not too hard in theory. I just don't feel like doing it. Hopefully you will find this tool as useful as I plan on using it because, of course, I spent all this time doing this for myself, but I figured it'd be nice to give it out for anyone else to use. If you got any issues, leave either a comment on the video or an issue on the GitHub page, which I'll leave in the description, although you're probably here because of the GitHub page. So yeah, just let me know any problems you have. I'll try and fix them or address them or tell you if you're doing something wrong. But other than that, yeah, enjoy the free Starfall chips.